talking to you, David. Now, at the end, we do flip the book. Would you like to pick a number 1, 2, or 3? 3? Okay. So you're in the Spirituality, Evolution and Awakened Consciousness book. So could you give me a number? 1, or we'll say
77.
77. That made it a lot easier for me. So, oh, this is really interesting. The last guy I had here had the same picture. So I'm going to just put this up to the camera for David.
So, the voyage.
Yeah, the voyage, yeah. So what David's looking at is a picture of a labyrinth, and there's rocks, there's whirlpools, and there's a lady in a little sailboat in the middle, which is like a vortex. So I'm going to just, only because the last person I gave him the first paragraph, so we're going to do something different for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 paragraphs. So could you give me
7?
7. We're going with the 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now then for your angel numbers.
Yeah. I'm just checking in case I read out the wrong one. Someone will check me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Interesting. Your anchors to the truth of yourself are the core essences of your soul. Core essences are things I refer to as integrity, care, honesty, kindness, compassion. So core essences prevent you from drifting into indifference. They allow you to recognize the horizons beyond the earthly plane. They assist you in acknowledging the significance of the evolution of your soul. So how does that resonate with you?
Yeah, deep. That's everything that I'm all about.
That's what we love about this. That's why we do flip the book.
Yeah.
So because you're actually reminding men of the virtues and values of compassion, kindness, joy, commitment. Yeah, which is really good. And it's the next paragraph, sorry, it just feels like to read it to you. Core essences hold you in the flow of your own consciousness. They provide you with support and stability during the emotional storms endured within the process of discovery, resolution, and evolution.
I love that. Yeah.
I love it too, because that's what you're doing. You're providing stability for people while they're in the storm.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Should be proud of yourself.
Thank you. There's times where I do give myself a pat on the back. So
yeah.
I've learned to do that, to celebrate.
Yeah. So what would you refer to as your core essence? Like what feeling do you, when you feel it, you go, yeah, that's me. Like when I feel my joy, right? I don't have to be running around joyful, all the time, but there's something when I feel my joy that I recognize myself in that. Yeah. So what kind of energies or emotions, feelings do you recognize yourself in? Just
love.
Asking you these little questions. Love.
Yeah, love. The frequency of love. Like that's, I can always come back to it, and it took me a long time to be able to do it without dropping MDMA.
Okay. Not an advertisement.
That was the first time, and then later on was actually through mushrooms. So I used to need psychedelics to be able to experience that because there was so much blocking me from being able to experience it throughout my whole early life.
Wow, that's interesting. So you may not have an answer to this, so you don't have to answer it, but how does love feel to you now? Like how does it feel? I know it's a big question.
Yeah. For me, it's like tingling. Okay. So it's, the energy of it, like it vibrates through my body.
Yeah.
It brings joy.
Yeah.
Joy. But it's like it activates every part of you. For me, like I'm feeling into that right now, and I'm aware of the vibrations of my body.
Yeah.
So it's very vibrant. It's like things come to life when I'm in that frequency.
It makes you feel alive.
Makes me feel alive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Connected.
And that's when you feel yourself. I like that.
That's what I am. That's what we all are.
It is, yeah. And it's, like the more times that we have conversations like this, like people, the more value we start to give those things. You know what I mean? And when something's valuable, then we'll actually look for it deeper and we'll let ourselves feel it deeper. We'll expand into it. When we gloss over it, we separate ourselves from it because we don't realise it, but we've devalued it. So I love that you're using love as your anchor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
Everyone's
a time,
benefiting.
yeah. And there was a
Yeah.
time like just feeling into that where it was conditional. Like I couldn't experience love or be allowed to feel it because I wasn't worthy.
Yeah.
That was the conditioning that I had because I grew up with religion and judgment as a big thing.
Yeah.
So it took me a lot to be able to love and accept myself for a start and
Yeah.
to allow myself to let that in. So now that I've let it in, I've never let it go.
I'm going to finish on that because that's a beautiful ending. Thank you, David, for being here. I've enjoyed talking to you.
Thank you so much for having me, Lorraine. It's been an absolute pleasure.